Welcome to this week's collaboration video. So our topic this week is to share with you guys 5 things that are on our bucket list.
And for those of you who don't know what bucket lists are, they're basically aspirations, dreams, things that you want to do in your future before you kick the bucket.
And I thought, you can't have a bucket list without a bucket. Hence, I constructed this incredibly tacky bucket out of an old Starbucks Frappuccino container holder thingy, and yeah, it's going to be my new bucket for my bucket list. Yeah, cool.
Okay, number 1 is to get my degree. I'm hoping to do a psychology degree in 2012 and then maybe an open university degree in English literature later in my life. And I have 2 reasons for this. My first reason for psychology is because psychology it's almost like I'm giving something back to the realm of psychology, because psychologists, therapists, counsellors, a lot of people in the mental health field have helped me continuously since I was about 13 years old when my issues started presenting themselves, and ever since then I've always wanted to give something back to those who have given up their time and their commitment to help me. Okay, and also English literature. I also want to get a degree in English literature. Now this is also to give something back. English literature is kind of like my thing on the side, as it were, and for those of you who, well, you probably know that I love reading and I love literature, and I'd say that it has been the thing that I've been good at throughout my life. I was always excelled at English. It'd be such a shame to waste the talent that I have for English and not do anything about it.
The first thing that I want to do is I want to get my degree, and it's going to be really awesome if I can get this degree and possibly get my master's, because I want to change a lot of things in the mental health system over here and overseas, especially the UK.
And I want to become a sports psychologist, so I want to carry on. I've done my degree now, so I want to carry on and do a master's, which I've applied for and I've got a conditional offer, and then I want to do a PhD after that and become a lecturer. And alongside that I like to do my geeky research and publish papers and actually find things out and contribute to the literature and science and stuff like that. And also work with clients and athletes and be a consultant. I'd quite like to work with gymnasts as well, because I like gymnastics. I used to be a little gymnast, especially as well because with some sports you do get athletes with eating disorders as well, and using my own personal experiences I'd like to try and influence them as well. So that's another little career dream of mine.
I want to be able to speak French fluently, and I've been learning French for about, 8 years now. Well, I've recently just stopped. This year is the first year that I haven't been doing it, but before then 8 years, and I'm kind of at that point borderline fluent. So I'm not fluent, but I could be if I went to France, and so that's what I want to do. I want to go to France and I want to live there for a bit, and I really want to just become fluent in French, because I feel like that's all I need, just that little push, and I'd be onto it. So yeah, and also France is awesome. I really want to go to France. So yay.
To have a child. For me, I really feel it's important to be recovered before having a child, or to at least be fairly stable so that I'm mentally and physically capable of looking after a child and carrying a child. So yeah, it's something I want more than anything in the world, more than recovery, and that's why I want to recover, really, so that I can have a child. I don't think there's anything more amazing than to have this tiny little thing that you create that loves you unconditionally and just solely depends on you to provide it with all it needs and love it, and it's just must be the most amazing thing. I know how much I love my niece, who isn't even mine, and the amount of love that you can have for a tiny little person is amazing, something you don't even know, and so to imagine that for your own child must just be the most amazing experience, and it's something I can't wait for.
This is another cliche, and it's going to sound really, really soppy and really romantic, but my second aspiration, or dream, is to marry my boyfriend, my current boyfriend, obviously, Nathan. I've been with him for almost 2 years now, which is pretty cool. We got together on the 9th of June 2009, so we would have been together for 2 years this year. Because we met when we were so young, I met him when I was 16 and he was 17. it's such a shame that we haven't actually been able to do all of the adult things that we would be able to do if we had met a lot older, for say like get married a lot sooner. We could have lived together a lot sooner, get engaged. You know, we have discussed getting engaged, but then we just think, well, we'll have to wait ages to get married, and we don't want to do that. And I don't know what it is about having like the perfect wedding that appeals to me, but because I found the perfect person to have it with, I know that that is something I need to do desperately. So yeah, to marry Nathan. I really hope Nathan watches this.
I'd like to write heaps and heaps of books. Yeah, I'm doing a writer's course at the moment, which is really awesome, and the tutor is really encouraging, so I'm going to keep that up as well.
I want to always be out of my comfort zone, and that's something I always need to do. It's not something I need to achieve before I die, it's something that I always need to remind myself to do that, because I always find myself running scared. So yeah, I always need to do the things that frighten me, and sometimes I quite look forward to those sorts of things now. It's almost like being comfortable with being out of your comfort zone in a certain way, because I think the only people who have achieved anything in life have always been out of their comfort zone. They've always done things that have been scary, and it's nice after you've done something that's scary. You feel so good afterwards. So that's what I always need to be aiming to do, and not run scared of things, just to constantly just throw myself into the things that I find scary, that I want. So that's something that's like an ongoing thing that I need to achieve throughout my life.
I really want to do volunteer work too, and it can be anything, any sort of volunteer work. I'm kind of really interested in environmental volunteer work, and also kind of community volunteer work. So that's something I really want to do, hopefully in the not too distant future. Yeah, really interested in doing stuff like that. I'm one of those people who, when I'm doing things for other people, it makes me feel really good. So
obviously a bit crazy, but it's something I really, really want to do, and I'm probably risking maybe an arrest, or at least being put into a psych ward for sharing this with you, but here we go. I really, really, really want to drive my car through a shopping mall or shopping centre, depending on what you call it, wherever you live. I just think it's the most amazing thing. Whenever I see it on movies and on TV shows and stuff, I'm like, wow, I so want to do that. I'd love to like just trash everything and drive through windows and destroy everything inside, and set things on fire and explode things, and maybe run over a few people that I really dislike or whatever. I don't know, just it looks like loads of fun. I don't know if I'll ever get the opportunity to do it. I highly doubt it, but it's there on my list anyway.
To do things that I've never done before. Me and my boyfriend Nathan are really, really opposite in the fact that I'm really unadventurous and he's really adventurous. I never explore anywhere. Like, there's so many places that I want to go and see, and this is probably going to shock a lot of you, but I've actually never been abroad. There's so many countries I want to visit. I want to go to Italy, I'd love to go to Spain, I'd really like to go to America. I basically want to travel the whole of America. I really do. I really want to travel the whole of America.
I want to ride every single roller coaster in the whole entire world. I want to learn to fly a plane. That would be so cool. Also, I'd like to move to the UK.
Oh, before I die, I would love to jump out of an aeroplane. Obviously like raise money for charity whilst doing it, but that's one thing I have to do. I would like to jump out of an aeroplane. I wouldn't like to bungee jump because I don't like the idea of like being thrown back down and then pull back up and then throw back down again. Makes me. But aeroplane, just chuck yourself out there like you're flying, and that's what I'd like to do.
I really want to learn to play the guitar. I'm not musical at all. I've never played an instrument in my life, so I have no musical background, but I really want to play the guitar, and I really want to learn to do it, and I think it would be a real achievement for me because, like, honestly, I am the most tone-deaf person. I can't, like, sing in tune or recognise a tune if my life depended on it, so that's kind of just one goal that I really want to achieve.
I'd really like to go to, I don't know, Africa or somewhere and help out in an orphanage out there. It would just be the most amazing privilege to go and help and you know, teach and build or whatever it may be. But I just can't imagine anything more rewarding and also more difficult at the same time, because I am the kind of person that wants to kind of fix everything and solve everything, and to know that I'm going to go into a situation like that and not be able to fix it, but just even to just give a tiny bit of help or hope to someone would be amazing. So I'd love to do that, and I'd really like to experience sort of the kind of worship that they do out there. Like in Africa and stuff, they can worship all day, and it must just be the most amazing thing. So I'd love to experience that as kind of all in one.
I want to travel Europe, and I mean everybody wants to do that one, I know, but you know, that's definitely on my bucket list.
I'm sure everyone has this on their bucket list, or maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure pretty much most people have it on there, and this one is travel the world. I really just want to see it all. Like I have always been the person who's got sort of type of girl who's had ants in her pants for like years. So I'm always planning places that I want to go, even though I probably won't ever get there in the near future. But there are just so many places I want to go and so many things I want to see. Like I couldn't even list them here to you because there are just so many. So wherever you're from, you can betcha I want to go there. So
to recover, because I'm actually at a fantastic stage of my recovery process right now, and I'm always trying different techniques. I've just tried and tried and tried to remind myself how precious life is. Done everything in my power, and because of everything that I've done, it's all kind of pulled together and really made me really, really happy and really, really positive. I'm not going to say that I'm recovered. I'm not going to say that I'm fully recovered, because I'm definitely not. To recover and live a healthy, happy life, it would just be the perfect way to live my life, and hopefully all the other girls will be able to join me as well. So yeah.
I'm sure all the girls will either say the same thing or at least have this on their bucket list, even if it's not one of the things they're going to share with you guys. But obviously one of my goals is to recover, and it's something obviously that is massively important to me, and I guess because I'm 25 now and I've had an eating disorder since I was 11, and even before that I kind of had signs and symptoms, and sort of the mental aspect was already going on. So I don't actually know or have any knowledge of what it's like to live without an eating disorder, kind of skewing my view of life. And that's kind of sad, really. So it'd be lovely to experience the world now through sort of normal person's eyes and behaviours. It would be great. So you know, it also means that I can do one of the things that I really want to do, which is raise awareness and help other people and do fundraising and stuff like that. You have to kind of be recovered to help other people recover. So that's a massive goal for me.
3, like, I want to get over my eating disorder because I want to be really inspiring to other people. Like, I want to help people, and I know I've already said that before, but I mean, like, be an inspiration, like leave some kind of legacy behind. But to have experienced this for a reason, to have gone through all that pain and that suffering for a reason, and to help other people overcome it themselves, or to prevent other people from even getting into it. Do you know what I mean? Like, be a real inspiration for people out there to say you are beautiful no matter what, and there is something special within you, each and every person, and you aren't defined by how you look, by your weight, your size, and for people to genuinely believe that as well, because I'm starting to believe that myself, and I want to fully get over it, fully kick eating disorder out of the door and be happy and have everything that I've ever dreamed of. Really just show people that they can do it too, and that there's so much more to life than what we put ourselves through.
To appreciate life for what it is. Life is such a precious, precious thing, and by recovering we are absorbing life. We are taking as much of life as we can, and we are just making the most of it. Every second, every day, just make the most of it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
What's yours? Your bucket list.
if you don't have one, like I didn't before I made this video, I kind of had a mental bucket list, but I didn't actually have a bucket.
You don't have to write about 40 in the description box, but if you could write at least 3, 5, whatever, things in the description box about things that you want to do before you kick the bucket, and that would be really, really nice. I think it would be really, really nice to hear that.
We love hearing from you guys, so take care and peace out. Bye.